Hey, it's Jim Paar, and most people have no idea that they're sitting on an ultimate gold mine every time they open Google. And right now, I'm just going to give you the simple 10-minute hack, and that's hiding in plain sight that you can put instant cash in your pocket right away. So, no fancy skills, no prior marketing experience, nothing technical, no coding, just a simple copy paste method that I use personally to build a solid daily income working from home. So before you think this sounds too good to be true, let me just be clear. I have no course, no high ticket coaching to sell you. I'm just someone that knows what it's like to hustle. And I worked as a paramedic, juggled multiple jobs, and just to make ends meet. And even when I was single, and even when I get married, it took, when you work that many jobs, it takes time away from you. So then I thought owning restaurants would give me that financial freedom, but instead I found myself a slave to that place, and I was working even harder. And whenever my friends or family wanted to see me, they'd have to go to the restaurant. That's why I want to give you everything you need step by step, templates, scripts, prompts. I'm even ready to launch a free live boot camp, and it's 100% free. All you have to do is smash that like button, drop a comment below. In fact, teaming up could even make this even more fun and successful. So once you hit that like button, I'll give you a private link to unlock the step-by-step resource. And like I said, I've got a live free boot camp that we're launching in the next couple months here. So the cool thing about this is it only takes a few minutes to set up. It's one-time effort that continues to add value to the business owner month after month after month. Encourage him to pay you on a monthly basis. So there's no need for ongoing fulfillment. You can enjoy the benefits of a passive income. So now let's jump into the computer and show you exactly how to get your first client and set this up and run the entire business in less than a day on zero ad costs. So as you watch, if you think of a friend that might want to team up with you, just tap that share button, send this video over to them, and that way you can both get 100%, get this shared 100% together and free. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is go to Google, and we're going to search for, let's do electricians in somewhere near me, and we'll go electricians in Nashville. So you come up with these searches. These are paid searches, these Google guaranteed. And they're not easy to get into, and not only that, they are not cheap to get into. So one thing that we're going to show you here is how we can go over top all these and really offer them something that they've never even heard of. So first of all, we look at Lee Company here, and this is a paid ad. Once again, this is what they call a Google ad business, Google My Business ad. But there's all these electricians here. So we're going to look at these, and we can go after any one of these that we want to go after. So we look at guy here, 237 reviews. We got 99 here, and we can click and go into them further, and we've got a whole long list of electricians that we can look at. So it doesn't matter whether they have 5 stars or 4.3 stars or even less than that. The bottom line is we have all their contact information here. We could even go into their website, but once you hear this offer that we're going to give them, it's hard to turn this down. And there's no catch with this. It's just the leverage of it. AI in using Google with AI is nothing like they've heard of before, because we know that AI is the newest thing in 2025. So this is a thing that they're going to be like, okay, I want to try this out. So, and it's going to be something that they can't say no to. So how do we leverage this? Let me just show you real quick. So we take Shane Electric here. We call them up on their local phone number here. And we tell them, I'm going to get you as many appointments as you want in the next 7 days with zero ad spend, or you pay nothing. Are you interested? Well, they're either going to think that, hey, this is too good to be true. There's a catch to this. How are you going to do this? And we are going to show you right now how easy it is to set this up and how quick it is. And of course, you're not going to share this with them. You're going to just tell them that you're leveraging AI and you're going to set something up in their website that you are going to love, and they just are not going to say no to this. They're not going to want to turn it off. You offer it for $300 to $500 a month, and it's a service that they're going to continue to want and continue to pay for, because if they don't pay for it, then they aren't going to have those leads coming in. So that's the bottom line. Okay, so you're going to offer this simple software that has AI built into it. So we're going to have a 30-day free trial for this, absolutely free. You can start using it, utilizing it, calling companies, even start automating it into their businesses before you even pay for the software, which is the really cool thing. So we're going to go ahead and go down to settings, and I'm going to walk step by step on how you do this. And here we've got news. So this is really news. So we go into conversation AI here. And this is what we're going to be offering, is this conversation AI. So we're going to create a new AI bot for this business. So we just go up here, we create this bot, and we're going to start from scratch. We could do this. We'll start from this general Q&A. And we go in and we're going to select the autopilot here. It's just a bunch of clicking, so don't let it confuse you. We're going to call this, we did electricians, so we're going to call it electrician AI bot. So a lot of people have different ways of communicating with the business, through text, through email, through phone calls. But let me just say this, they don't have the means to return those calls. And we see it all the time. We did a lot of lead generation, and that stuff just got old because they had plenty of leads. They get 1,000 leads or some crazy number, but they weren't able to respond and respond quickly, because that is the key to everything. If you don't get a response, they're going to go to the next guy, the next guy, the next guy. So we just simply go in here, we click a few buttons, and it's no coding, no nothing like that. We go down here and we're going to select all these: Instagram, DMs, Facebook Messenger. We got SMS for text. We have a chat widget set up. We have the live chat. We have WhatsApp. If they want to use WhatsApp, we're just going to select them all and put them all in there. So if they don't have WhatsApp, just leave it out, just like that. So we'll go in and we're going to save this, and then we need to train the AI. It's not a big task, but we're going to call this 123 Electrical. So that's the name of the electrical company. And now it's like, how do we train this? Let's go in, and I'm going to show you real quick on how easy it is. So we're actually going to take this name out because we're going to let the AI do everything for us. So that's how simple it is. And so the first thing that we're going to do, remember in the Google search, we saw different names. So we'll go to one of these with a website, and this is how simple it is. A 10-year-old could do this. So if you've got a 10-year-old in the house, train them to make money for your house. So here it is, Shane Electric. They've got a pretty complex website. So we're just going to go back. We're going to train the bot by just going in here, and we just say bot training. I want to save this before I go in there and do that. And I just go in here and select the bot training. and I'm going to input the exact URL, and then it's what it's going to do. It's going to go scan through their website, and it's going to train the bot on all their services, everything about this company. And it takes about 20 seconds at the most to go through, analyze this, and then we can test it. We can actually ask it questions. Okay, so the bot has already examined their website. So we can see here there's one link here, and it trained the website. So we can see that the actions have already been taken. If they have any updates to their website, we can just go in here, refresh this just by one little click, and go in there. So if we go into, let's go back, and I want to show you how easy this works now that we have this all set up. So we're going to click on this particular bot, and we're going to go into the bot training, and we're going to ask it some questions here. So we're going to test it right down here on the right, and we're going to say, what services do you provide? And so now the bot is thinking about this. Sometimes we don't want it to be instantaneous, and you can have it pause a little bit, because if it's instantaneous, they may think it's a bot and they may not like that. So, but the bottom line is it answered the question, hey, we offer electrical repairs, new installations, generator services, 24/7. What's your company name? So remember, we trained it, and it should say Shane Electric, because that was the company that we set up, and it'll tell you, hey, our company is Shane Electric. So now we talked about appointments and how we were going to set up appointments. So let me just show you how we do that, because we told the client we would set up appointments for them. So we know that our bot's goal is to set up appointments. So we'll go in here. I'm going to ask this bot one more question, because I always like to try to throw it up. What is the cost of generator installation? Because everybody wants to search prices. And so usually a bot will respond, and the cost may vary. The cost of the generator installation isn't specific, accurate pricing. Best to contact us with specific needs. So that's really cool. But we can even teach the bot to collect emails, names and emails, or names and phone numbers, or all three, if we tell it that in the bot goals. So one thing that we talked about is the appointments. So we want to go into the bot goals, and we want to select appointment booking, because we need it to set up appointments, because that's what we promised this client. So we're just going to select booking request. It's just a demo calendar that we have in here. We're not going to select anything else here but a calendar. So we would set up a calendar so that the client can see their calendar, all their booking requests, but not only can they see it, we can see it. So we know what's happening in the next 7 days, and how many booking appointments that we actually did. And you can see here, you can add additional information to the bot by saying casual, purposeful, concise tone. So we do different things, like if it's a clinic or massage therapy, we'll set it to be compassionate and have pauses in it and different things like that. So you can set it up to do all those different things, but don't let it confuse you. Let's just keep it simple and go with the basics, because this is powerful in itself and it really gives you a lot of effort here. So what we can do here is, the current plan is it's 2 cents per response. So we can set this to 4 to 5 cents response. And what happens is, with those responses, you make 2 to 3 cents off every response. And I know what you're saying, that doesn't sound like a lot, but this is going to be on top of a retainer that they're paying. So if they get 20 responses per day and you make 2 to 3 cents off of each response, there might be 4 to 5 responses on those 20 responses. So now you can see how that adds up in addition to the retainer that they're paying. So now what happens after that 7 days? Well, that's when we want to do a follow-up, and we just set an automation in our software to remind us to follow up with this client. And we go in and we say, hey, we booked 23 appointments this month for you, or in the last 7 days. Are you interested in having this set up for you on a long-term basis, on a month-to-month? You don't do any long-term contracts. We just turn it on for them, and they pay you $500 per month for this service. And let me just tell you, I've worked with remodeling companies. I work with building companies. They pay a lot of money for these different services, hundreds of dollars for one lead. And there's multiple companies going after that one lead. And it's very frustrating for those companies. So this is a service that you can provide on a recurring basis that takes little effort, and you just set it up one time and feed it into their business, and it's ongoing. So remember, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, smash that like button. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and share this with a friend that you would like to go into business with. And if you do that, like, share, comment, we will offer or give you this free blueprint, everything you need to get this started, including the software, up to a 30-day trial on this that you don't even have to pay for right now to start getting companies into this simple business model that you can do right away. And just remember, the software does a lot more. So if you can get a client for $500 a month, you can provide some additional services to them to have them start paying you $1,000 per month every single month. So you can see how this adds up very quickly. So thanks for watching. We'll see you around.